All right, Larry's new wheelchair. I bought this game expecting it to be tasteless and, you know, one of those kind of games, because sometimes those can be very fun. And my threshold for, you know, being offended is actually quite high. Like, it's hard to offend me in most instances. I mean, you know, I could go through the things that actually do offend me, but we're not taking time for that here. But yeah, I was concerned about this game from the beginning because I wondered if like it was going to be too much for me to review on this channel. And you know what? I don't know the answer to that question. It is not a good game necessarily. Like, so it starts you off and you got to figure out how to sneak past Beatrice, who is the, like, she's like a nurse, I guess. She's like an orderly or something at your old folks' home, because you're basically, you know, Larry here, who has the new wheelchair, which, like, by the way, the old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. No, it doesn't. Not in this game. Like, hope you like the sound of squeaky squeaky, because that is all there is. It is just non-stop squealing, non-stop squeaky squeaky the whole time, and it gets so annoying over time. But yeah, so like you start off, you've got two things that you can do. You can spin your wheelchair, which is like a melee attack, but it takes forever to charge. Or you can explode by ringing your bell, like the Gus's, I don't know, is it his uncle or something? The guy in the wheelchair who rings the bell, and that's how they explode. Sorry, spoiler alert if you've not seen Breaking Bad. Sorry. But anyway, they explode half of Gus's everything, especially his face. Yeah, that part with the bomb implanted in the wheelchair, that whole thing. Anyway, yeah, so it's a play on that, obviously. So you're going around and you have to, it says spam left click, and the funny thing about it is that, like, it doesn't matter how fast you click, and it doesn't matter how many times you click. It's kind of random. You just click and then eventually you explode, which is a problem because, like, you're supposed to navigate this world and kill the enemies when you don't have very precise control over your only weapons. And I mean, I guess maybe that's an accurate, you know, it's accurate for how old people feel. Like, they would like to blow people up and hurt others. I mean, that's, you know that about old people, right? That's all they want. Octogenarians, yeah, and septuagenarians and nonagenitarians, anyway, and dodecahedrarians. But yeah, that's all they want, is to harm other people and explode in their wheelchairs. Obviously, that's all they want. But, like, it's very frustrating to not have very accurate control over your weapon, which I guess is how an old person would actually feel, because, like, they don't know how many times they have to ring that bell before it explodes. So yeah, it is the whole thing. Anyway, so in the first scene, which I don't have footage of, you have to sneak past Beatrice, you have to get the key, and then you have to sneak out of the old folks' home, and then you have to go kill a bunch of people and save enough money to get a bus ticket. Then when you get the bus ticket, then she shows back up and you have to fight her in a boss battle, which is practically impossible because she is shooting at you with a bazooka, and then you have this wildly inaccurate attack that you can do, but, like, you don't know whether she's gonna bazooka you in the face while you're doing that. Your health does recharge, and that's good, but, like, not from a bazooka blast to the face. And so, yeah, once I reached that portion of the game where I was facing her down, I just kept dying again and again and again, and it didn't feel like I was getting any better at it. I did eventually learn how to make her miss with the bazooka, but then by the time you do that, you're so far away that it's hard to, you know, sneak back up on her and get a hit in. So even if I did that boss battle and like really focused in on getting that boss battle done, it would still be a total pain in the butt to do it. And that, it's not fun, is what I'm getting at. This game is not fun. The squeaky wheel is annoying. The inaccuracy of your weapons make it a lot less fun than it could be. It's just, it's a problem. And I know what this game is setting out to be. It's not as offensive as it could be if it were going to be, you know, more funny in a tasteless sort of way. And it's just not that funny, and it's also not that fun. So I know I'm reviewing budget games here. This is, you know, another one of my budget explosion picks. I have how many more left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 after this. Yeah, I better get after it. But, you know, the thing is that, like, even though my expectations are low for these games, they aren't this low. Let me put a final score on it and then we'll be done. All right, Larry's new wheelchair. We are going a 3 out of a possible 10 Google Stadia controllers. Because why? Well, because it's not shocking enough to be offensive. It's not funny enough to be fun. It's not well controlled enough to be good. It's just, it is pretty bleh, you know? It reminds me of a slightly better, like, graphical version of the types of games that I used to make in computer programming class way back in the day, which were terrible. And I understood that they were terrible, and I never released them to the public or charged money for them. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. We will hopefully have good reviews coming up before too long. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.